Good morning, everybody. This is Lawrence here. Well, this is day 3 for my travel through the Netherlands, but of course day 1 was the time when I was in Antwerp, because yesterday on day 2 I just arrived in Goes in Zeeland, and on day 3 where I'm going to go is Rotterdam. Yes, one of the first Dutch cities for me to come and visit. Why do I say it's the first Dutch city to visit? Because Goes is a town, and this is pretty much of a town, and it doesn't count as a city, although it does have a star-shaped fortress and a town centre, and so yeah. So this means this is place number 3 for me to visit, Dutch place number 2 to visit for the Grand Tour of the Netherlands. And so what I'm going to do in Rotterdam is that I will stay 2 nights there, because tomorrow I'll be planning to visit some museums. One of them is the Maritime Museum. But now, let's get cracking, because I got 92 kilometers to ride on my way to Rotterdam. Okay, here it is. My bike is fully packed and ready. Yeah, Gavavat, I've named my bike Gabia, and of course, soon Gabia will be the bike of the year in 2025, but it's a bit too early to tell. Now, let me tell you about this part for the saddle. This part, it's very padded covering. You place it onto the saddle. This is to prevent any saddle pain. And this covering, waterproof covering, is for the bags for the rack pannier, which is very waterproof. This is the bag for the essential stuff. And of course, I got a bottle of water here and another bottle of water here. And so what I'm going to do now is to go to a small shop to buy some water to refill it. And then off I go to Rotterdam. Okay, I just refilled 2 bottles of water at Kruidvat, so that I'll be staying hydrating for my journey ahead. And so yeah, I am now leaving Goes on my way to Rotterdam. 92 kilometers it's gonna be. And so, here we go! this is Dutch city number 1, or let's say Dutch place number 2. This is destination number 3 for my travel. And now, time for me to stop my bike. Well, that's it for today's video, especially when it comes to riding in Rotterdam. Tomorrow, in Rotterdam, I'll be visiting some museums, but of course, I'm not going to do any filming because I'm saving it for 2 days' time whenever it comes to cycling to Amsterdam. And so, see you next time when I'll go to Amsterdam. Bye.